So in the meantime, we have some useful link in the chat box to stay connected with us. You can just explore that resources. So let's start the today's webinar. So welcome to our webinar on Adapt Builder PT Functionalities. So my name is Kirti Chandra Joshi, and I'm the structural engineer at Acero Consulting Engineers. So today's session is focused on the Adapt Builder, and I will discuss the key functionalities and the soft drawing features you can generate for a post-tension structure. And we'll discuss about the licensing and the support resources, and finally conclude with the Q&A session. And you can also feel free to drop down your questions in the Q&A chat box, so where we will have a dedicated Q&A session toward the end, and we'll take out your questions. So here is the agendas for the today's meeting. So I will, start with a brief introduction of the Adapt Builders and its post-tensioning capabilities. So then we'll see how to generate the post-tension soft drawings, and we'll also cover the ways to calculate the tendon friction loss and the elongation calculations in the Adapt Builder. After that, we'll look at the report generation part, and we'll get to generate the report for the tendons report, elongation report, and how we can export the DW drawings to the DWG. And we'll also cover with the licensing and the support, and we'll discuss the Q&A session where, I will be happy to answer your questions. So yeah, I believe that after the completion of this webinar, you will learn some of the practical techniques that can help you to work more efficiently with the Adapt builders. So we'll look at the efficient workflows for tendon modeling and the soft drawings generation part in the today's webinar, and we'll also look at how you can calculate the friction and the elongation calculations. And you will also receive the resource material and the participation certificate at the end of the today's webinar. So a brief introduction about the Acero Consulting Engineers. So we are the knowledge and the software partners for the AEC industries, and we have already supported the multiple organizations across the India with our multiple products. So we are made up of and structural engineers as well as the marketing professionals. So we help in delivering the efficient and the practical software solution along with the technical content. So we also help to adopt the right tools depending on the nature of your project, and along with the software expertise. As you can see on the screen, we share the knowledge posters and the webinars through our LinkedIn page. The link is given here. We'll also share the link at the end of the webinar as well, so that we ensure that you keep learning and extracting the values from the software you use. So to let you know, Acero is an authorized channel partner for the Nemetschek Group. And here is a quick overview of what we offer under the Nemetschek portfolio. So the RISA, you might be aware, is like the ADAPT, you might be aware, is for the post-tension and the reinforced concrete structure. We also provide the RISA suite, which is for the structure analysis and design, covering everything from 3D models to foundation and the steel connections. So Bluebeam we have, which is for the PDF drawings, editing markups, and collaboration tools. And Allplan is used for the bridge and the infrastructure project. So along with the Nemetschek tool, we also support the other industry standard solutions. As you can see on the screen, this includes the Autodesk and the Adobe tools, IDEA Statica for the connection design, Karamba 3D for the parametric structure analysis, and Shuriken by Tube. It is a structural nut keeper that makes the one-sided connections, and Aries Trinity is maybe used for your CAD workflows. So yeah, with that introduction, so we'll discuss about the Adapt Builder. So I will quickly introduce to anyone who are new in the today's webinar. So it is a software for designing your concrete structure. Either it may be reinforced concrete and the post-tension concrete. So it also has some of the PT tools that are going to look into it, which helps you to place the tendons, adjust their profiles, and you can carry it out everything within the Adapt Builders. On the right, you can see the Adapt Builder start screen. And this allows you to select the program, the mode, and the unit system you want to work in. So under the programs, you can see the different options where you can use the edge option. So when you are dealing with the multi-story analysis, and the floor pro, which can be used for the analysis and design when you are working on the single level mode. So when you are working with the foundation design, you can select the mat module, and you can use the SOG module while designing the soil supported slabs on the expansive soil. So you can also see under the modules, you will see the PT strips and the PT SOP module. So we'll focus on the PT SOP module today, which allows for the creation of the post-tension SOP drawings. And through the settings, you can select the units in the metric and the imperial you want to work with. So with a brief introduction, you can carry out all the analysis and can check all of your serviceability conditions like creep, shrinkage, the cracking, and the long-term deflections. And you can generate the code compliant load combinations, including the wind and the seismic load. And it supports the international code as well as the Indian code, including the IS 456, IS 1343. So we'll look into all the details as we move forward in the today's webinar. So here you can see it can be used for the designing of the entire concrete structure, whether it's maybe the wall, columns, and the slabs, the ramp. So everything you can model and design with the Adapt Builder. So it can be used to the different kinds of the project. So it can handle the slabs. It may be either one-way slab, the two-way slab, the flat slab, and the complex geometry events like the slabs, stepped slabs, or even the ramps. So for foundation, it can design and model the mats, pile caps, footings, grade beams. So it can also you can also work with the structural elements like the sloped columns, the elevator pits, and the shear walls with the Adapt Builder. So yeah. So quickly summarize. So it can be beneficial for professionals who are involved in the post-tension and the reinforced concrete project. That may be from the structure consultants and contractors to the developers, and also for the educators. It helps engineers and the PTs. Like it helps PT specialists, engineers, and the project managers to deliver the project more efficiently. And the important is like these features can also be beneficial to the tendon manufacturer to calculate the friction and elongation loss for the tendon. So yeah, some of the capabilities and the functionalities when it comes to the reinforced concrete structures. So Adapt Builder provides a complete reinforced concrete design for all the elements, like whether it may be slabs, beams, columns, walls, and the foundation. So along with the strength design, it checks your long-term deflections, cracking, vibration, the temperature effect, and the punching shear. So you can also import your DWG or the DXF file directly into the Adapt Builder just to reduce the modeling time. And regarding the codes, it supports like the Indian code, ACI, Euro code, and the other international code that may be suitable for both of your Indian as well as the international project. So, like coming to the Adapt post-tension capabilities, like you can model the tendon that may be both either the bonded or the unbonded tendon, and you can generate the tendon layout plan, and the software cannot balance the loading automatically. So you can calculate a pre-stress loss, elongation estimates within the Adapt Builder. So Adapt check all of this, and it gives you a report with all the tendon profiles, the stresses, whether the deflections, and our webinar today is focused for the generation of the PT shop drawing. So it also has some modules, so that we'll also going to cover today. So regarding the code, as you can see, I've listed all the codes, whatever the code that can be used within the Adapt Builder. So it supports the international design code and the Indian standard like 456 for the concrete and 1343 for the pre-stressed concrete. And as well as it supports the latest ACI, Eurocode, Canadian, and the several other countries' code. So you can carry it out Indian as well as the international project within the Adapt Builder. So today's focus will be mostly for the tendon features and the soft drawing production. So as you can see in the top, this is the tendon ribbon. I have taken a snap from the Adapt Builder. So we'll also going to see the software also. So that ribbon is divided into the different panels. So as you can see, that contains the various tools for creating and editing, as well as the displaying and optimizing your tendons in a model. So all the features you can control through this tendons ribbon. So in addition to that, when you open a PT shop or the felt 3D module at the time of launching the software, that includes the tool for this additional tool which I have highlighted in the red part. With that tools module active, this ribbon, tendon ribbon, includes the tool for the friction and the elongation calculation, as well as displaying the tendon shear height along the tendon for the soft drawing production. So when you didn't click on the PT soap module, then you will not be able to use that feature. So we'll also going to see how you can, select this mode just for to calculate the elongation and the friction calculation, as well as for the soft drawing generation. So like as I mentioned, when using the PT SOP or the felt 3D module, like in the Adapt Builder, you have the access to the following tendon function, like I have highlighted here. So this function, what it does is allow you to customize your tendon display in the Adapt Builder by adding additional shear information and colorization of your tendon, and you can add the dimensions and can carry it out all the other things as well. So you can also use the friction and elongation calculation and loss for a tendon, and you can print a report with this information. Like typically, the function are performed like the functions performed using these tools are basically done by the tendon manufacturer, but having them directly into the Adapt Builder allows the engineers like us to access this information as well. So using this tool, you could set up your plan view in the Adapt Builder with the information that you would typically see on the PT shop drawings. So then again, that information could then be exported directly to the AutoCAD. So as you can see, I will quickly added a snaps of the PT shop drawing. So you can add add all this information like this in the Adapt Builder, and I can export directly to the AutoCAD as well. So now I have created a short software demonstration here. I will open it, and where we'll see how you can import the DXF and can transform it into the model element, how you can model a tendon, and then how you can assign the different tendon properties, and that may be useful for the generation of the soft drawing. And we'll also see the ways how to calculate the friction and the elongation loss for the tendons for the next 15 to 20 minutes. As you can see, once you open the software, then you will see the software interface. So like I mentioned in the module tab, when you click on the PT soft 3D field, then you will be able to use the soft drawing production features. Right now, I will open just by untick these features. Later, I will use this feature at the time soft drawing production. So once you are set with your program feature, then you can just click on OK, and this is your interface of the Adapt Builders. At the below, you will see all the editing options, as well as to see your coordinates. You can change your grid setting, as you can see. So you can definitely change all this grid setting from the options that are options available at the below. So you can snaps or you can get the snap features, the view features like the top view, the isometric view as well. You will see all the features at the top right. You can see in whatever the plane you are working, you will be able to see, and there is the option for single level and the multi-level analysis as well at the top right. You can see. So this is like a quick features. You will get all the features like in the home, modify, and the criteria model loading options, as you can see. So these functions are typically designated for each of the property you want to set up in the Adapt Builder. So today we'll focus mostly on the Tendon properties. So at the file tab, you will see the options of like import and the export and saving all your recent file and opening your recent Adapt Builder application. So we'll see how you can import and export how you can import your DXF file. So as you can see with the export options, you can see the options you can export directly to the DWG or within the Revit. So we'll click on the import option and try to import the DWG file. And we'll try to use that file to create out our model elements, and then we'll later assign the tendons, and that may be useful for the soft drawing generations. So once you click on import, then you will get the options to calibrate your drawing. So once you click on calibrate, and you will see your DXF files have been imported, then I will just calibrate my drawing so that all the dimensions I measure would be accurate as per the drawings. So like it is showing the 24 foot. So I will just quickly calibrate it and will provide the required distance of the 24. And in the other side, I will quickly measure once I've calibrated just to verify that my drawings have been calibrated. So it is showing as the 18. So once I measured at the top, you can see the distance is the 18 feet. So my drawings has already been calibrated. Now I can work with my drawings. I can select, as you can see, there are all the layers I have created directly on the AutoCAD, and I can use the Adapt Builder transform function to convert that polylines directly into the model element, like just to model all my columns and the slab. I will not model all. I will just quickly use the Adapt Builder transform features. So under the file tab at the top, once you click on the file tab, you will see the options of the transform. As you can see, so there are all the transform features for the slab, beams, columns, even for the walls, the compound walls. So once you click on select on any of the boundary, so I'm clicking selected on my slab boundary. And once I click that slab boundary and click on transform to slab, as you can see, it has been highlighted to the green. So my polyline has been converted to the model element slab. So I will just select my column from the layers. So it is selected. I will just use the transform feature. As you can see, even for my beams, even for my walls, I can use that. And even for the opening, I can quickly use these transform features just to quickly transform my DXF into the model element. So once this has been, so this is also for the openings. We can also model, we can also model from, like if you want to model the beam, you can model it manually as well. I will quickly show you how you can do that as well. So once you click on beam, then you can just snap between the 2 points where you want to draw. So you have the options to both like if you have the DXF, then you can convert the polyline into the DX, like the model element, or you can model from the scratch as well. So in the isometric view, as you can see, like the model element, the column, the beam, the slabs, and the walls have been transformed using the model element from the Adapt Builder. So it is like the rendered view. So the openings has also been created. So you can assign all the property in the left-hand side. Once you click on any of the structural element, then the property you can assign, you can change all the section size. So everything you can control from the property tab. And you can select it by type as well, just to see whatever the information you want to see. So you can assign the material. For example, I select the walls and assign a different material. And later we'll see how you can just copy and offset all the elements from ground floor to the first floor. So we'll use that plane. So we can just select it and we can just offset it more under the modify option. You can select on the vertical and we can copy it in the upper direction. So as you can see, we have used that features to copy, and we can just connect support. So right now, once we have done that, we can quickly draw the support line so that we can map our tendon. So once you go on the flow design options, you will see the options of creating the X direction support line and the Y direction support line. So we can use that features. So you can go on the dynamic editor and click on the X direction support. So as you can see, I am just selecting a line where it passes the walls and the beam. So right now I will create the different support line in the X direction. So 4 support line I will create, and for the Y direction similarly I will create the support line. And once we create the support line, then we can, generate the sections. So you can manually generate the sections, as well as you can let the software to generate the sections automatically as well. So we are done with the X direction support line. Now
Kirti, your voice is dropped.
once, as you can see, there is the openings as well. So we'll also modify this tendon. So once you click on, you need to edit that tendon so that it snap to the ease of the opening. So you can just modify it. So once we are done with the tendon, so we can just generate our sections. So we can use the software's automatically generation sections features. So our sections, design sections has been created in the X and the Y direction. You can just display it at the top from the flow ribbon options. So now that you can see the design sections has been created. So what we'll do next is we hello. Yeah, sorry for the disturbance. My internet has got disconnected. So Rahul, I hope I'm audible, right?
Yes, yes, you are audible now.
Yeah. Sorry, it was a technical glitch. So
Yes,
as
please continue.
yeah. So as you can see, like our support line we have created. Now we can use them to quickly model our banded tendon. So we are going to model the banded tendon in the X directions, and then we'll use the map banded tool to map our banded tendons to the X direction support line. So we have now we're going to distribute it in the other directions. So using the smart tendon editor tool, we can just place our first tendon and the last tendon. Then we are going to provide the maximum spacing and it will distribute accordingly. As you can see the shapes for the tendon as well. The span shape right now it is showing the river somewhere is the cantilever down. So you can change the span shape as well for your tendons. So we have already included all the detailed features in our previous webinar also. So you can just watch our previous recordings as well. So this is like a quick overview of how you can model. Now we'll check with the PT shop module that is useful for their shop drawing productions and to calculate the friction and the elongation loss. So in the tendon ribbon, so all as you can see, as of now, you are not able to see the soft drawing features under the tendon ribbon because as I initially mentioned that we have not used the PT soft felt 3D module. So that's why you are not able to see the soft drawing. So I will just close this application and will reopen my software and by clicking with the soft module. So I just need to select the PT shop module. So once you select on it, and within the tendon ribbon, I will just quickly open my model, the same model, and in the wireframe view, yeah. So once you can also in the left hand side, all the property panel is active. So whatever the elements you want to show and hide, you can just control it. So I've selected on the tendon, so both the banded and the distributed tendon. So that's why my tendons has been visible. So once you click on the tendon properties from the ribbon toolbar, as you can see right now, the soft drawing features has been active because we have opened that module just to work out in this model. And once you click on the display managers, then you can see to the right of your screen, you will see all the tendons related display settings. So you can control this setting to work on your whatever the element you want to show on your model. So the tendon line thickness, as you can see, you can just change it. If I change from 3 to 1, so the thickness has been reduced. So I'll just make it as a 2. So you can change all the text height and the thickness. So within the symbol size as well. So you will see, I will quickly explain this, like the tendons in the data builders are, represented by the brown line, as you can see, with all the color coded control point. So this color coded are like the high points and the end points are drawn as the dark brown and the low point are drawn as the dark blue and the swear point are drawn as the green in the adapt builder. So as you can see on the screen, and next is it also displays the symbol based on the number of the strand that can be assigned to the tendon. So it is applicable for the tendon with 1 to 6 strand, like one as you might be familiar. So one strand is designated by the semicircle, the two can be designated by the circle, three for the triangle. So the diamond represents the 5 and 6 strand represented by the hexagon that you can see typically on the soft drawings. And the next is like you can display the control point for your tendons, like the control point which is represented by the hexagon, like this symbol. There are different color symbol. So like as you can see the brown, this brown indicates the high point or the end point of your tendon. So tendons may be either the fillet tendon or the straight tendon. So it may be depends on the type of the tendon. So basically brown is for the high point of your linear tendon. This same color hexagon indicates the high point of your fillet tendon, and the green color represents the like the high point of your the spline tendon. So let me quickly go here. Sorry. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the same. So this is regarding this high point, and the low blue indicates the low point of all the tendons. Yeah, and as you can see on the right, if you want to display all of your control point, which I have mentioned right now, so you can just click on this box and it will be open on your adapt builder model. So different screen, like if you have assigned the linear tendon or the like the spline tendon or the fillet tendon, based on the tendons which we have created, the color symbols will be different. That's why I have showed the basics of it as well. And just below that, you can change the symbols as well. So once you increase the symbol size, as you can see, the text symbols has been changed. And there are the control point, the inflection point, which you can, hide or unhide into your plan models. And below that, there is the bundle symbol. So once you click on that, then it will be applied on the tendons. As you can see, right now, mostly are the diamond, means it has the 5 strand. So once you click on any of this there, as you can see, the number of this strand is 1, and that's why it is showing as the semicircle. So once you change the number of strand to 2, then it will be changed to the circle. As you can see, it has been changed the tendons which I have selected. So I'm just making it as a 1 by default. And below that, there is the options of the stressing end, the dead end, and the live end. So it is represented by the blue arrow. So once you click on that, you can change your dead end or the live end symbols as well. If you want to increase the symbol size, you can definitely change it from the symbol size by giving a text you want to show. And once you click on that any of the tendons, and once you go on the mode options, as you can see the tendons has been modeled as the straight tendon. So there is the options of the spline and the fillet as well. So next to it, there is the options of the stressing. So right now we are in the general. So once you click on this last end, as of now, it is represented by the blue, which is the symbol of arrow, that is for the live end. And if you want to make it as a fixed end or the dead end, you can just click on the fixed. And once you click on fixed and click on tick box, then as you can see, the symbols arrow has been changed. So this end is represented by the dead end. So you can control all these points. Like you can swap all the points between the dead end and the live end by using this feature. Also, you can just change it to spline. Also,
Kethi, your voice is dropped.
the linear tendon. Sorry, I think there is again the disturbance issue. So I think it has been fixed now. So again, I mean to say that when I have changed the tendons to the different from linear to the fillet, then the color has been changed to green. You can again select each of the tendon. And once you click on the fillet, so again its color will again be changed. So based on the tendons, its high point and the end point will be changed. You can also change that as well. Once you click on any of the properties, so as you can see in the save tab, so you will see all your span informations and the control point information. So whatever is your span size and the control point location and your whatever the tendons, whether it's the bonded or the unbonded tendon, you can change all the parameters from here. So if I change this x2 by L parameter, that is for your low point, you can change that accordingly. Like if you want to change the low point for the tendon, you can just need to edit this property. And right to it, you can see the system right now. It is all as the unbonded tendon. So you can change that as well. So the next is that ID. So ID is tendon ID is basically the internal number assigned to the tendon by the program that can be displayed at the end of the tendon. So that ID cannot be modified by a user. So as you can see, the ID has been assigned at the end, but it is showing like in a small uh, text. So we can definitely change increase the text height as well, again from the right hand side at the top. you can see the text height. I will just change it from 5" to like 10". You can see the text height has been increased. So accordingly, as per the project, you can change all the text height that you can display over the model. So the label, as you can see, the next is the tendon label. Again, it will display the tendon label at the end of your tendon. That tendon label can be modified by the users as well. So again, in the shape function tab, you can see all the spans information. So number of 6 spans have been here. So that's why it is, once you click on any of the tendon, you are going to see all the profiles for that. Once you click on area, then it will show you the area of the strand. So once you double click on any of the tendons, and within that general tab, you will see the area per strand. So that's why it is displaying it. So you can display all that information within a plan view. And system is here right now, it is showing you because it's unbounded number of the strand. You can see like 5 strand are there. So once you click again on that info or double click on the tendon, number of the strand is 5. So based on the effective force value which you have applied, it will divide the total, like the force per strand, total force divided.
Kirti, again voice is stopped.
Either repeat the total force. Sorry again, I think it was disturbed. So, but I hope now it has been fixed. Nirmal, can you confirm?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So what I mean to say is you can edit the total force and it will, accordingly change the number of the strands. So if I change it from 80 cubes to the 100 cubes, like maybe 96, so number of strand will be automatically be 6. So it's a vice versa process. Like once you change the number of the strand, and it will accordingly change the total force as well. Like as you can see, like it's a two-way. So you can also see that number of the strand information as well. So a smart tool, which I meant to show, once you click on the edit property, you can see all your center of gravity, whatever the effective force and the span size, number of the strand information through this tendon smart editor tool. Once you click on any of the parameters, like if I want to see the strand information, then it will show me the strand information, the center of gravity informations, and whatever the information you want to see, you can just click on that. That is the total force, like the force which we have provided for the strand is the 15 cubes. So that's why it is showing us. So you can say, like if you want to show it in a clear format, then you can just click on the smart tendon editor. You can definitely change the text thickness, but right now I just wanted to keep it as a 1 only. So right now this has been done. The material you can assign it again from the tendon. So it is the pre-stressing material we have already assigned, that is the tendon. So again, on the stressing tab below, there is other features which we will also going to see. Once you click on the multiple parameters like the ID and the label, it is going to look like this. Accordingly, as per your drawing, you can adjust the text height to look it the even better. So you have the flexibility to control all this aspect from this tendon display setting. So as of now, if you want to see the effective force, you can just click on that, and effective force per strand of the total force. You have both the options that you can show it in the plan view. So once you click on that, it will display your force accordingly. It is like the calculated force. As of now, it has not calculated my force because we have used the effective force options, and that calculated force options will be used to calculate the elongation and the friction loss for your tendons. And as of now, I have clicked on the calculated force, but as of now, no calculated force has been assigned. So I will quickly change that. So under the stressing, as you can see, we have used the effective force. Once I click on the calculate force options, then for that particular tendons, and you can calculate the friction and the elongation loss as well. Once I click on calculate, because as you can see, as you might have seen, that once I click on elongation and friction calculation, without assigning the calculated force options, then the software will not calculate the friction and the elongation loss for the tendon based on the effective force. You just need to select the calculated force options. So that's what we have done, and we'll again click on the friction and elongation calculation, and it has been successfully performed. And once that friction and elongation calculation has been performed, then we can click next to it is the felt 3D report to generate out the friction and the elongation calculation report. We'll also see that once you click on elongation, it will show you the elongation for your tendons, and next to the felt there is the felt 3D report options, and once you click on that, it will generate a report for me. So you will see the post-tension stress loss and the elongation calculation report once you applied the calculated force options from your calculation method. So it will show you all the dates, time, the file name, and all your number of the strands and the length span of all your tendons. And it gives you the tendon profile, the force which you have provided, and the force which has been calculated. Been calculated. Yeah, it will calculate all the long-term losses for my tendon. So you can use the calculated force options to calculate the friction and elongation. But just to make sure that you need to click on the PT shop module at the start of the application to use this feature. And for the soft drawing editor, once you click on, there is the options of the soft drawing at the tendon display setting. And as well as in the soft drawing option under the tendon region, there is the options of some kind of the symbols. Once you click on that, then it will be the drawing editor tool. There are the different tools available. So that can be used for your soft drawings editor basically. These tools can be used for the modelings and drawings of a tendon for the soft drawing production. Shear grouping and the tendon color representation. So first one, next is the add shear options. As you can see, it provides the option for your support bar spacing and your support bar extension at each of the control locations which you have been provided in the tendon. So after entering that value, that can be editable as well, and the program will report the support bar height and the number of the space with the spacing dimensions by using that add share features. And you can see the sub bar size you can change. And next is the edit bar option that can be used for that provide the options for editing the support bar that can be used to created using the tools from the add share tab. So you can change that as well. For the color options, you can provide the option for grouping the tendons by the different colors for the soft drawing productions, and in the anchor tab that provide the option for setting the anchor types for the tendon. So I will quickly create one of the tendons just by using the add tendon features. And outside the slab, I have extended this tendon just to visualize you all one thing. So in the right hand side, you can see under the FEM, there is the option of tendon out of bone. So once you click on that box, then it whatever the tendon falls outside the slab region will be displayed as a pink color, and other tendons are represented by the brown. So it will display whatever the tendons are fall outside the structure element. So it will be represented by the pink. So below to that is the length group color. So once I click on that, as you can see, the equal length tendons like has been assigned to one group. So the white color has been assigned, or the black has been assigned to the newly created tendon. So based on the span length of the equal tendon, so it has assigned the different colors to it that may be used for the soft drawings. So this is green because the tendon is split at the opening, so it has changed from white to the green at that portion. So once we use this length color features from the tendon display settings under the soft drawings, you can assign the colors for your tendon grouping as well. You can select on the int anchor type just to set out your anchors, and add the soft drawing tab under the tendon. So you have the options to show the tendon shear height in your plan view. So once you click on show all the shear height, then once you click on apply, okay, then it will show you the shear height as well. And you have the options to group the you have the options to display the shear height as per the group of your tendon as well. So as of now, you can have the options to whatever the information you want to hide and open. You can just control it from the tendons display setting. So this is just for the tendon group height. So from this tab only, what I mean to what important is to notice is, you just need to click on the PT shop module at the start of the software, and under this soft drawing features under the tendon ribbon, then you can use these additional features thus to change out the tendon properties and the elongation and the soft drawing productions features. So you can set up all the plan view accordingly, and then later you can export it directly to the AutoCAD. So, and the other features you will get is to create the dimensions also for your tendons while using this feature. So for that, you just need to select your tendons, and you can use this dimension tool just to measure out the dimension. If you select the multiple tendon, then you will be able to measure the multiple dimension. Like if I selected the 3 tendons and using that tool, and it will show me the dimensions as well. So with this tool, you can do add like the shear information, colorization of the SOP module. With the SOP module, you can add shear height, change the anchor type, and you can group the tendons by the different colors, and you can add the dimensions that can be required for your soft drawing generation. So this features is available. And at the below tab, you will see the options of the geometry, and there are the other parameters as well which you want to show, like the shape parameter. Once you click on that, it will show you the shape of your tendons. And the next is the I will quick show you the shape parameter first, then and the radius options as well. As of now, you can see, once I have selected on the radius of curvature, then it will gives me the green mark as okay in the drawing, as you can see in the model opened in my screen. So it displayed the radius of your tendon at each of the control point, and will mark the span as okay in the green text. As you can see, if the radius of curvature is within the allowable value set by the users, and it will display as the NG in the pink text, like in the pink color, like if the radius of the curvature exceeds the allowable value. So as of now, all the values are set within the allowable range. That's why I'm getting it displayed as the green symbol. And below to that is the calculation of the total length, installation length, and the concrete length. You can see, once you click on any of these parameters, then it will display the total length of your tendon on the plan at each of the tendon location. The total length is the sum of your length of a linear line between your end point of each of the span along the tendon. So concrete length means it shows the length of the tendon within the concrete. Like this includes the added length due to the tendon drape, and the installation length shows the actual length of the tendon, including the additional length for stressing. So you have the options to display all these informations as well. So once you are done with all the settings, you can just go on the report tab and then you can export it to DWG for your drawing productions. And you can change your tendons from spline line to spline object as well while exporting it to the AutoCAD as well. So you have that options once you click on the export to DWG. And next to it is we'll quickly see the reports. Once you click on these tendons, you will see all these reports. So I'm not going detail in much of the reports. So what I want to quickly show is what once you click on this report tab and under the tendon, so you will see all the information related to the report. So if you want to select the plan view, then you can just give it a name like whatever I've given it in, and you will see the options of the compiler report, and whatever the information you want to show it in your detailed report, you have the options to fill from your left hand side of this tab. And whatever the information you want to include in report, you can just fill all the details and you can generate all the reports. So as of now, I'm just going to fill only the limited detail that I can quickly show you. So I selected the tendon plan and some slab regions and the material properties, and whatever the information you have filled, it is going to add. So as of now, only the 4 property is added, and that is only going to display in my final report. And once you are done with it, you can click on the file and you can see the options of generated compiled report, and you can click on the RTF report, which can be in the form of the Word, Microsoft Word, and you have the options to generate it in the PDF as well. So whatever the information I have added, it will display in the report. So you can change all this logo information and customize it as well later. So by this way, you can carry out the tendon modelings, and you can use the PT shop module to edit all your tendon properties. That may be you can add all the features in your plan view, and then later you can export it to DWG. So this is how you can use these features and can add all the information whatever you want to add for this tendon. So what I quickly wanted to highlight is there are lots of the dedicated case studies on the RISA website, because Adapt Builder is again from the parent company, the RISA. So you will see all the Adapt Builder related case studies from in the RISA website only. So which shows like how it can be used across a wide range of the projects. So this case study also highlight like what challenges they are facing in the project and how the engineers have applied the Adapt Builder to overcome that complex design challenge. You can check out all this at the risa.com/case studies. And next is the customer portal of the Adapt Builders, that is again managed by the RISA. So you can access it at portal.risa.com. So all the RISA license and the Adapt license are the cloud-based subscription license. So as you can see, this is the user portal of mine, and I've just highlighted whatever is your license information. It will displayed here, and you can add all the numbers of the users from the users tab from your customer portal, so that anyone can have access to the license from anywhere.
Kirti, your voice is dropped.
Display. Yeah, again, sorry, I think again the internet is disconnected, but we'll display some poll question here. Then we can take few of your questions. So like Rahul, can you please display some of the poll questions here right now? So yeah, thank you for the poll question. So we received a number of the good response. So I'll quickly take few of the questions. So that I frequently received in this. So let me take. So can we assign or reorganize the tendon ID and label? So yes, you can assign. You can recognize. You could change or reorganize the tendon label, but you cannot reorganize the tendon ID, as these are the internal tag that is used by the software. So why does the friction and elongation calculation, display a warning when you apply the effective force to a tendon under stressing? So the effective force, I mean to say, is effective force options for tendon is used to enter the effective force after the application of all the losses. So if you want the program to calculate the loss, you would have to use the calculated force options of the tendon, and that calculated force options will calculated the losses based on the input of the calculated force and the friction coefficient of the tendons. So can we change the size and the location of the dead end and bundle symbol? Yes, you can through the tendon display managers, and there are the options for changing the display of the tendon, including the size. So I've also showed this, so you can watch the recording of the webinars later as well. So the last question I'll pick is, does RISA cloud license require the named user? So RISA cloud license requires the named user restriction, and again the net gone error. So the Visa license is not the named user restriction, which gives your organization more flexibility in how licenses are used. So you can access the license from anywhere. So it does not require the named user restriction. So moving forward, so like at Acero, support is our priority. So if you have any of the queries, then you can send us over the email, and we can connect over the phone, email, or the online video call session. So all the RISA license or the ADAPT license are the cloud-based annual subscription license, and there are lots of the uh, uh, courses available when you click on this Visa Learning Center, and few courses are available for free as well, where you can explore the Adapt Builder courses, and you can watch our previous recordings as well, webinars recording as well, just to get you started with the Adapt Builders. And if you have any of the queries, then you can definitely send us over the email, and we'll get back to you with all our support. And we have a dedicated YouTube channel where we upload the recording, and we'll upload this recording as well, and you can watch it later. So as we move forward, we'll be soon hosting a session on the Bluebeam Max. This Bluebeam Max has been launched recently. So we'll share all the information in our LinkedIn page for the upcoming events. So here is our contact information, as you can connect with us and explore the software solutions in more detail. So we are located in Noida Sector 57, and you can visit our website and our LinkedIn page, and you can note down our contact number just to connect with us. And as I mentioned, we'll upload the recording of today's webinar in our YouTube, so you can watch it later as well. So yeah, we are at the end of the today's sessions, and yeah, thank you everyone for joining the today's webinar. And at last, so on behalf of Acero Consulting Engineers, so I appreciate all of your time, and I hope you found the session valuable. So yeah, have a great day, and we look forward to see you in our upcoming webinars.